happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwin, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Norts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Norts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes. All this is so new to me, but I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency. We must shed light on this case.
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships. Of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions. And our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier 3D who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sardet,
Yes, Admiral?
don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem of indiscretion in your ranks.
I see. I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
You told the Admiral that you suspect one of your crew members.
Indeed. The young apprentice sailor, Alba. A committed volunteer from Ptolemy. She only joined us a short time ago. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be all.
Let us thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Hello there. My name is De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. Now what? Well, what can I... what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? Go and find the Governor of Hikmet. This meeting is of the utmost importance for the future of this clan. Anything else?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad, kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
It looks like she may be in danger.
Let's go and help. It's got to be her.
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Toleme, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good for once in my deceitful life. For you and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my family. I need to know what became of them. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange? I'm afraid that without you, she may refuse to give me any information.
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorene Morange.
Excellence.
Thanks for your visit.
You're back. Do you have any news about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage?
What can you tell me about the de Vespe family? I've never met them, and everything I know is hearsay.
And strange and worrying as it is, the rumors are justified for the most part. Nevertheless, I'm not an expert, and I've been away from the continent for a long time. I'm sure Sieur de Caution will be able to tell you more. But know that they have envied the d'Orsay family's power in the congregation for generations. They have tried to impose themselves many times at its head, holding up the antiquity of their city Perenne as a pretext. They bribe messengers, use blackmail and trickery, even murder, according to some people. And don't back down for anything. Be very careful with them, Your Excellency, and don't believe a single one of their lies.
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Don't worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
Goodbye, Lady Morange.
Goodbye.
Come closer, good people.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madam Clerk?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastian? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
We must find him. This man you can see by my side is his brother.
Do not insult my intelligence. I know that the Darcys only have one son, alas.
You can see the Naught tattoos on his face, can't you? And a merchant like you must surely know about the Naught's recruiting process.
So it is true. The Darcys gave away one of their children. I find it hard to believe. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Farrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist District. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. With Bastian, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam. Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Farrat?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but... I don't know where he is. To be honest, our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you're not telling us everything.
Oh, come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace.
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why'd you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses. With ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions. Not simple health potions, but far more subtle things.
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
How can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
Oh, you're right. Anywhere is better than here. My boss did not only curse the name of the man you're looking for, he also hired some thugs to find him and our shipment.
Interesting. I think we may need to have a few words with your employer.
If you could also tell him that I am resigning, then I won't need to go upstairs.
You again. I already told you that I do not know where the man you're searching for is.
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please, understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of cutthroats. If Bastian survives...
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I've fought uglier people than you.
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about? You're here to collect a debt, right?
Between what he owes our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lord, please do.
I'm afraid I don't feel like negotiating any longer.
Glad to see we agree on something. Bit of poison on the Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me. Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you, who belongs to high society, will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there. And since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case, I am extremely grateful to you. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and Sea Given. It was a pleasure, sir. Desarde. The congregation really knows how to create schemers. Aurelia is living proof. She was all smiles, and then she brought out the venom and threatened us. I hope you'll put her back in her place. Did you want anything else?
I must leave.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
I must leave.
Thank you, Desarde.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem of indiscretion in your ranks.
I see. I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
What led you to these suspicions?
The girl's behavior, then. Suddenly, she became nervous. She's a recent recruit, which inevitably raised some doubts, and sometimes I saw her hanging around my cabin. My papers were often disturbed, and since we've returned to port, she's almost never on board. Well, you can understand my concern, but you...
Ultimately, your strong suspicion stems from the fact that she's sea-given.
A recent sea-given. She did not join us as a child. You know how rare volunteers are, especially from Tlaibri. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be...
Captain, delighted to see you again. We've missed you. Your Excellency, it's a pleasure. What can I do for you?
We have a few questions to ask you, Flavia.
I'm all yours, Captain.
Can you tell me anything about Alba?
No, I don't know her very well. She only joined our crew recently. But she pulls her weight. You can't hold that against her. You might say she shows a little too much zeal even, at times. That being said, ever since we got here, I found her a little distraught. You could even say nervous.
Would you know where I could find her?
No, I wouldn't. Where's she missed roll call? Well, I hope she didn't do something stupid. These committed volunteers, we never know if we can trust them. Anything else?
What have you been up to since we landed?
Nothing worthy of writing home about. Just shuffling merchandise around the Isle from port to port. I prefer the high sea. Anything else?
I need to be off. Perhaps...
Farewell, then. Good day. What can I do for you?
We have a few...
I'm all yours, Captain.
I need...
Farewell, then.
Hey, happy to see you again. How have things been going for you since your crossing?
Good, thank you. Even if I've got quite a list of errands to check off.
Then straight to it. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young woman going by the name of Alba.
I know her. She joined our crew at the same time as our new captain. Did you try the tavern? Don't give me that look there. I've kept from the bottle since that story with Jonas, you know that. No matter. When we're at dock, there's nothing much else to do. It might be that little Alba went there to take a look. Anything else?
I need to go.
Smooth sailing.
Your Excellency, I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
Captain,
Good day, Jonas.
what can I do for you?
I would like you to tell me anything you can about a member of your crew. Alba.
She joined our party recently, but I like her already. She works hard and is full of courage. You know, she is one of those rare Nauts that joined of her own volition, and she did everything she could to become one of our own. Until we arrived here, she suddenly became distraught and frightened. It brought back memories.
Do you know where I could find her? I'd like to ask her some questions.
No, I've not seen her for a while. Maybe at the tavern? She was playing cards there from time to time. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid...
Have not helped us a great deal. This Alba had just enlisted. She was happy, then changed her attitude. But is she a spy?
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
Let's have one of their rows.
I will not let you
They'll
say
end up in a
one more
fight.
word.
That's it. You can shout all you want, but I'm right, you old drunkard.
Not at all. I played that hand honestly. You're so drunk. You see double, that's all.
Are you kidding me? I saw that second king. Not only are you cheating, but you cheat badly.
He called me a cheater again, and I'll make you eat your words. That king must have arrived there by chance. This time, you are going too far. I will not let you say one more word.
That's it. You can shout all you want, but I'm right, you old drunkard.
Not at all. I played that hand honestly. You're so drunk. You see double, that's all.
Come on, gentlemen. Please calm down.
Who are you to give us orders?
That's true. You want to see how tough? Oh, you don't know who you're messing with.
My child, I doubt that your job as legate involves managing fights between drunkards.
You better get out of here unless you want to end up in jail.
Ooh, he thinks we'll allow that to happen.
On guard, sir! On guard!
Hello, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, such elegance. You really are honouring your uncle.
Hey, look at that. The upper crust coming to slum it at the tavern. How may I help you?
That'll be all, son.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. What can I pour for you?
I'm looking for a young Nord. She goes by the name of Alba and sails on Captain Reuben's ship.
I wouldn't know who that is. Why don't you go and ask that fellow over there? He often shares a bottle with the sailors. He might remember your naught. Anything else?
Nothing.
Hello, my darlings. It's rare to see the upper crust in here. It must be my lucky day. Do you and yours want to have a good time? I could call a few friends.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here for that.
Really? What would you like, then?
I'll let you get on.
Here you are again. More questions?
We're looking for a young Nort. She's part of Captain Reuben's crew.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. A girl who loses her pay with style. But I don't know where she is. She looked sad last time I saw her. Didn't have her head in the game.
Have you ever heard her talk about secrets or documents she would like to exchange?
Are you asking me if she's a spy? No idea, she told me nothing. But if that's why you're looking for her, I may have seen things that might interest you. I'm often mistaken for a drunkard, so they pay no attention to me. But I see everything.
Tell me what you saw. This should quench your thirst. So, what did you see?
Well, returning late at night, I spotted a guy I'd seen before at the tavern. He often spent time with the Norts, and he was in the street, fiddling with a stone, looking suspicious. So, I took a closer look when he left. I thought he'd stashed money or something, but no. There was a box under the stone, but there was no gold inside, just papers. They were messages, and from the look of the guy, they couldn't be love letters. Now, I don't know how to read, so I couldn't understand what it was about, but maybe those were your secrets?
Where is this hiding place?
Cross the bridge at the exit of the town. On the left, look for the stone. The box is underneath.
Thank you, soldier.
My pleasure, friend. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, soldier. This stone must be the one the soldier told us about. Look, it hides a box.
It's a dead drop. It's suspicious, but it doesn't reveal any secrets or who uses it.
Well then, we'll have to catch whoever uses it red-handed.
Oh, I'm a little old for hiding in the bushes, but if that's what you want to do...
Perfect. We have a great view of the box from here.
Shall we wait here?
That's it. Suspect in sight. He's only a messenger. We should follow him.
Well, gentlemen, what are you plotting?
Fool! They followed us!
But I was careful!
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and you have been caught plotting treason. So I suggest you talk. What do these messages contain, and what are they about?
You're wasting your time. I won't say a word.
Do you realize that you are suspected of espionage and conspiracy? Don't you think you better explain yourself?
Wait! I don't want to end up in jail. It's not about the secrets of the congregation. Let me explain. Some time ago, it was rumored that the secrets of the Naughts were for sale. My country was interested. So I started exchanging messages as you've been doing. The Naught who was willing to give up these secrets demanded a fortune. He also wanted to become a citizen. But we were only at the negotiation stage. For the moment, I have received nothing concrete. Just promises.
Who is the Naught you're talking to?
I've no idea. The messages were signed White Rose. But I doubt it's a real name.
Very well. You seem to be telling the truth.
Alba means white, Desarde, but is a little unsubstantial.
And give me the message in your possession before leaving.
Very well. Here it is. Now, if you'll allow me, I will leave the town.
Ah, Your Excellency. So, what did you discover?
There is indeed a spy among the Naughts, but the spy's identity remains to be proven. Take this. I have recovered this note, which seems to suggest that your secrets have been offered to several buyers. The Alliance citizen we met did not win the bid.
I knew it. My logbook has just been stolen, and of course Alba is missing. Do we really still need proof?
This book must be found at all costs before Alba sells it. Your Excellency, can we count on you once more?
I would like to help you, but this island is vast. How could I possibly hope to find it?
Alba is from Teleme. She probably took refuge in San Mateus.
This reduces the search area a little. What do you say, Your Excellency?
This is a trail that deserves to be followed. I will keep you updated, Admiral.
Go find Fernando. You remember him? He should be able to inform us.
Yes, I remember Fernando. Let's go and see him.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
We're looking for a young Naut named Alba on behalf of the Admiral.
I've heard about her. Several crew members told me that one of our own was looking to leave the island. You should ask them if you want to learn more. They should be near the boarding area. But me? I've not seen her. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. Hello. We're looking for a young Naut who arrived not long ago from New Serene. Her name is Alba. Does that ring a bell?
Maybe. I saw a sea given that I didn't recognize hanging out on the docks a few days ago. She was talking with the crew near the boarding area.
Your Excellency, Captain Vasco, what fair wind brings you here?
We're looking for a young Naut who arrived from New Serene a short time ago. Her name is Alba.
Yes, I remember her well. The poor child wanted to flee her father. I wanted to take her back to the convent. She asked me when our ship was leaving, and if I thought we could take her on board. I told her she'd better talk to the captain, but we weren't leaving right away in any case. So she left.
You say she was fleeing her father?
Yes, that's what she said. He followed her here to take her back to Taleme. Poor child.
Did she tell you what his name was?
Yes. She told me that if a certain gentleman, Lorenz? That's it, Lorenz. If he was asking after her, I should send him packing.
Surely it was a fake excuse. We're looking for her for espionage and treason.
Really? Yet she seems sincere. Treason? I can't believe it.
If her father is actually here, do you have any idea where we might find him?
Well, at one point I asked her why she was not waiting at the tavern for a ship to leave. She told me she could not go to the tavern, so maybe that's where you'll find him.
I must leave.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing. Good day.
Greetings! May the word of Saint protect. I saw the creatures that these savages worship. They are real monsters. How can...
Did you know the great Cecilius was in the city? His talents as a healer are...
Can I get... No, thank you. Can I get you anything? No, thank you. I'm fine.
May you always walk in the light.
May the Enlightened bless you.
Have a nice day, sir.
If you will excuse me, I am due somewhere.
Is it you? Your Excellency de Sade? It is an honor to have you here in our city.
Greetings. How are you?
Greetings. May the Enlightened always keep you in his Good day.
Greetings! May the word of Saint...
Greetings. Have a nice day.
Hello. Are you Master Lorenz?
Indeed, sir. What do you want from me?
My name is de Sade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I have a few questions for you. We're looking for a young Naut called Alba. We were told that you're her father.
Alba. What a stupid name. Her real name is Clara, and yes, she is my daughter, although she chose to deny me.
Have you seen her recently?
Alas, no. Otherwise, I would have brought that little idiot back to Teleme. Why did she have to leave? What madness could make her leave the convent to go to sea?
Your daughter is accused of espionage and treason by the Nauts. Do you think she could be guilty?
Espionage? I can't believe it. But treason? How can it be denied? She rejected her country, her faith, and her family by getting on that ship. But I will soon bring her back on the right path. I hired a sleuth from the Ordo Luminis.
Tell me more about this sleuth.
Some Inquisitors are specialists in hunting criminals, or heretics, or young scatterbrains. That's certainly the case with this Johannes. He will bring her back to me, and she will return to the convent in Teleme.
Do you know where we could find him? Maybe he could help us.
His last message was about a missionary camp where he had followed her near Wench... something or other. I'm sorry, I can't remember those island names.
Thank you, sir.
If you find her, bring her back to me. She will no longer have the chance to betray anyone at the convent. I hope we're done.
I'll leave you, sir.
A missionary camp near an island village whose name begins with Wench. He must be talking about Wench Xavier. Shall we go there?
We'll make you die!
Get down and listen. It seems to me that it's our sloop.
Hey, who goes there? Who are you? And what are you doing here? Are you spying on me?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation, and I was sent to find a young Naut, Alba.
That dirty little eel slipped through my fingers. But this savage will soon tell me where to find her.
Your brutality must stop. I order you to release this man and leave immediately.
I don't care about your orders. And since you want to interfere in my hunt, you will regret
It was his last hunt. May the enlightened take pity on this narrow mind.
Let's free this poor man.
May the grass be forever soft under your feet, Renaixle. I thought I was dead. He would have killed me, even if I had spoken.
You're probably right. Do you think you can answer us? We also have questions to ask you.
You saved me. I owe you answers. But first, I have to go back to my village. I need to heal. Meet me in Chevalier later on. You are the ones who saved me from Saul Lasser. Oh, I am so grateful to you. I owe you so much. But you wanted to ask me questions?
We're looking for a Naut girl. The same one that the Inquisitor is looking for.
But I promised Alba to say nothing. I would really like to help you, but...
And you risked your own life keeping your promise. But Alba is in a very delicate situation. If we do not find her first, others will track her down. And they will kill her without letting her defend herself.
So she was right to be afraid, that poor girl. She came here saying she was being chased. I led her into the forest nearby to a cave where she could hide. If you have one of your notes, I'll show you where she is.
Thank you.
Did you want anything else?
I must go. say that I have a good memory of this place.
Look, a camp. Maybe these are Albert's things.
No, you will not get me. I will not go back to the convent. Stop! You have won. Finish me. I still prefer to die than to return to my father.
Wait, something's wrong. She sincerely believes that we're chasing her on behalf of her father.
We do not intend to kill you, let alone take you back to your father.
So then why are you here?
We know you betrayed the Nauts who took you in. You stole documents from your captain to sell them to the highest bidder, and we're here to pick them up.
What? I never did such a thing. The Nauts are the family I chose. I would never betray them.
There's no point in denying it. We found the dead drop that you used. We confirmed that you were negotiating to sell secrets. And Captain Reuben, who already suspected you, reported the theft of his book just as you were leaving town.
If you were innocent, you wouldn't have fled your crew.
But all of this is false. I don't even know what a dead drop is. And if I fled, it was to escape you.
Escape us? If you were not the spy, that makes no sense. You better tell us what happened.
Some time ago, Captain Reuben told me that he had been informed that my father had gone to Teerfredy. It worried me. I knew my father would do anything to bring me back. Then, in New Serene, my colleagues told me that the legate was looking for me. I was scared. I told the captain, who told me that I would find a ship in San Mateus to leave the island. But there were none. I saw my father at the tavern with one of his inquisitors, and I realized that my only chance was to flee deeper inland. A native helped me find this cave, and there you have it.
I can't believe it.
And yet, the captain used us and this young woman with manipulative skills worthy of a cardinal.
Probably to hide the fact that he himself is the spy. We've been duped. We must return to New Serene as soon as possible and warn the Admiral before it's too late.
And what will become of me?
You will come with us. We will protect you. We'll need your testimony.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Our investigation is well underway, but the culprit is not who we thought.
What do you mean?
We found Alba, but she was innocent. In fact, her captain used us and her father to scare her. It's because of us that she fled. She never stole documents or tried to sell your secrets.
So, are you saying that the culprit is Reuben?
If this were not the case, why make up this story against Alba and use us like that?
I can't believe it. And to think that I believed his lies. However, he is a captain. I cannot condemn him without solid proof. And we have to find out who he was selling his journal to. Ask his crew, but stay discreet. It should not arouse suspicions. Anything else?
I need to be going.
Good day. What can I do for you?
We have a few questions to ask you.
I'm all yours, Captain.
What do you think about your new captain?
He is fair, decisive, and he certainly knows the sea. But he keeps his distance. As if he wasn't a member of our species. And since we got here, it's been worse. He seems... troubled. The slightest disagreement puts him over the edge. But never mind me. It's not my place to judge my captain. He's got responsibilities I can't fathom. Anything else?
I need to be...
Farewell, then.
Your Excellency, I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
Captain.
Good day.
What do you think of your new captain?
He knows how to make people obey him, and runs a tight ship. What else is there to say? He's a captain. I'm only a cabin boy.
Does he get on well with Alba?
He was suspicious of her at first, but when he saw that she was trustworthy, he treated her like one of our own. But when she disappeared, he told us that she didn't have what it takes to be a Nord. He spoke of treason, that sort of thing. I imagine he regretted having trusted her at all. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid...
Hello.
What do you think about Captain Reuben?
I know what it's gonna sound like, but I liked it better when you were captain.
Thank you. Heartfelt. But tell me why.
He's a good captain, but he lacks team spirit, if you know what I mean.
He's aloof, doesn't get along with his crew.
You're still far from the mark. To him, we're nothing more than lackeys. The only one who gets a smile from time to time is the pretty Gretchen, one of the girls from the tavern. She scratches his itch. As soon as he can, he's off to the brothel. Must cost him a right fortune. He should be careful. A debt with a coin guard is like sailing near a storm.
When pride and debt are your masters, it can push you to desperate measures.
You afraid he might do something stupid?
Perhaps, but keep that to yourself, if you would.
Anything else?
I need to go.
Smooth sailing.
my darlings. What would you like, then?
I was told that Captain Reuben liked you a lot, and that you spent a lot of time with him.
He's one of my regulars, it's true. He always asks for me. But it's because I'm the sweetest.
Does he confide in you?
Sorry, my dear. But what's between my clients and me is nobody's business.
Even if I offer you enough to enjoy 1 or 2 quiet nights?
I would appreciate it. But I still cannot tell you the secrets between Reuben and me.
Come on, it looks like you work hard here. And I'm not asking you to betray him. Just tell me about him.
Well, it is true that a night's rest would do me good. All right. What do you want to know?
Did Reuben tell you about his relationship with his men and his superiors?
Oh, yes. He's always complaining about it. He was hoping for a promotion. He wanted to be appointed fleet commander. But they only changed his ship. And the crew is nowhere near his level, and his admiral despises him. He says everyone is unfair towards him and doesn't recognize his talents, and it has turned him bitter.
Have you noticed him change lately?
Yes. He's become impatient and anxious. He has become suspicious, too.
Did he tell you about his plans?
Like everyone else, he likes building castles in the air. He told me that he would soon be someone very important and very rich. And that he would marry me. But they all say that.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm done.
All that this young woman told us only confirms our suspicions. This man is a complete trick. We should follow him after dark. We may be able to catch him in the act.
We can see everything from here.
he is, red-handed. The sellout. Shall we arrest him?
We should first find out what he puts in the box. Let him finish. The way is clear. Now, let's take a look at this box. The captain and his buyer should meet here at nightfall. This must be where the exchange will take place.
We should put this message back in its place. Nobody should know that we've read it. And we should warn the Admiral immediately. She'd want to know.
Let's go.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
We know a little more. Reuben continues to use the dead drop and has made an appointment with his buyer.
He has quite the nerve to continue using that box even though he knows you know about it.
He must have thought that we would not come back. The meeting is tonight. This could be a good time to get the proof we need. What do you think?
That's an excellent idea. I will come with you. I want to see this traitor fall with my own eyes.
From this position, we'll be able to see the meeting discreetly.
Perfect. I can't wait to witness it. This traitor is going to find out exactly what it costs to make fun of us.
Men of the coin. Our greedy captain has gotten together with them.
Wretched traitor. How dare he sell us to lawless mercenaries? Let's go. This traitor got what he deserved.
Is everything all right?
It's nothing. Sorry to have charged like that. I got carried away. I couldn't bear to see this traitor sell his whole family for a few coins.
Do you want us to tend to your wound?
No, I'll go back to port and get back on my feet. Find the documents. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, the three of you.
In addition to a substantial sum, Reuben is also going to obtain a major post on the continent. He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere. Everything is here. We'll give it to the Admiral tomorrow.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
How are your wounds?
I recovered fast. It was nothing. Did you find the documents he intended to sell?
Yes, here they are. But there was more than just his journal.
So, he lusted after a prestigious position. And what a salary! I see that our secrets are still worth a fortune. Thank you for bringing me all this. As for you, Alba, I owe you an apology. I should have trusted you.
You have nothing to do with it. The captain did everything to make me appear guilty.
No. If we put the same trust in the volunteers as in the Seaborns, this would never have happened. We owe you a lot, Desarde. I will not forget it, nor will I forget the lesson. Be sure of it. You have my full gratitude. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but I can't for safety reasons.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest. What about you? How did you feel?
Had those old sages not been there, you and I next to the fire, it could have been a romantic moment.
Oh, you are really strange, Desade. Thinking about such things at a time like this. Anything else?
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group working with Dr. Vasily, but we were encouraged not to get too close to each other. It was more of a competition. Why? What's on your mind?
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't even know if they would have listened to me back then. You would not believe how much competition there is in the universities of Al-Sad.
I think it's a pity. It seems to me that ideas progress faster when they're shared.
That is true, but I did not know it back then. I only discovered it thanks to you. Anything else?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal, as if I was finding a long-lost treasure. It was strangely moving, I think. What about you?
It was a moving moment indeed. And I was happy to be able to share it with you.
I am also happy I have found someone to share these discoveries with. When I'm with you, I feel as if I'm learning differently, feeling new things, and I'm very grateful to you for that. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so focused on my own knowledge. This ritual made me understand the power of sharing, of emotions and of the bonds between people. This new vision gives me new perspectives. A whole new life is ahead of me.
At last. You understand that science does not hold all the answers. Feelings and emotions are still outside of its grasp.
That may be true, but trying to understand them makes us grow. Or at least that's what I believe. Anything else?
I must leave you.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Glad to see you, my friend. I intend to prove to the Admiral that I fully identify as a Naut once more. Without regrets, I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous, but with your help, I am convinced that I will succeed. So, shall we go and see her?
With pleasure. Let's see what adventure she has in store for us.
Desarde, what can I do for you? Captain Vasco, I'm glad to see you again. Did you profit from your time on land?
I did, Admiral. That's why I've come to see you.
You want me to entrust you with a loyalty mission?
Indeed.
Very well. A short time ago, we lost one of our ships near the island. The reputation of the Norts suffered from it.
I have heard about it. An incomprehensible sinking which fueled numerous rumors.
We cannot let the land dwellers think we are losing the sea. So I need someone to investigate and restore our reputation.
At your orders, Admiral, and with pleasure.
The shipwreck is stranded on the shore, southwest of the island, not far from Xavier.
Thank you, Admiral.
I'm counting on you, Captain Vasco.
Look, there it is.
It's sad, seeing a large ship on its side like this. It almost looks like a giant corpse.
The corpses are chained up. These beasts were captive. Could they have died during the sinking?
I don't think so. They don't seem to have drowned. Something bigger was slaughtered. No effort at all.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look.
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
The hull was torn apart. And given the way that the wood is broken, it came from the inside. Damn it. What happened here?
There are scratch marks almost everywhere on the wood. But they do not look like the marks a reef would make.
This ship was apparently carrying creatures from the island. The largest one managed to escape and made a hole in the hull as it tried to run away, just like in Serene. The sailors didn't stand a chance.
The Admiral will not be satisfied with our deductions. She will want concrete proof. Let's keep searching.
All the clues seem to corroborate the captain's journal. This is the same thing that happened at the harbor in Serene. The Guardian who was locked up on the boat freed itself and ripped apart the hull of the boat to get out.
Yes. And my brothers had no means of saving their lives or the ship, alas. Let's go back and explain this to the Admiral. The Captain's journal will serve as proof.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Regarding the mission you entrusted Captain Vasco with.
We have come to give our conclusions.
I'm listening.
We examined the shipwreck and the surrounding area. A creature they carried on board managed to set itself free. An enormous beast. It made a hole in the hull and caused the sinking. We could only find dead bodies.
Alas, I was expecting it. May the sea be their shroud. We shall not forget them. Did you find anything?
The Captain's journal tells the tale of the ship from their departure to the sinking.
Thank you, Vasco. It seems that the potions of the Alliance failed us once more. And rest assured, we will never transport another one of those creatures. They are too dangerous for our ships. Our honor is safe, thanks to you. You have proven your loyalty, and you have regained my trust. What you have achieved for us all deserves to be a part of your history, Vasco.
I am most grateful to you, Admiral. But I would like to request something.
A request? Speak, Captain.
As you know, Desarde was seaborn, despite being taken away from us. I know that you have sent me on this assignment so that I would reflect on my own condition. But I believe that you were also hoping I would manage to make the Legate want to join us. After proving to be invaluable and respectful of the Nords. Perhaps it's time to officially recognize my companion's birthright.
If Desarde wills it so, I would be glad to add a member to our family.
It would be an honor, Admiral.
Welcome amongst your own people, de Sardet. I will send someone to tell the tattooist to receive you both.
Thank you, Admiral.
We have come to receive our tattoos. The Admiral should have informed you.
Indeed. Congratulations to you both. With whom shall I begin?
It'd be better if I went before de Sardet. I'm used to it.
Then take a seat, Captain. It shouldn't take long.
De Sardet, we are ink brothers now.
It's an honor, Vasco.
Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but for safety reasons, people from Thélème and...
Yes, of course.
You should turn back immediately. We're under attack. And given the state of my troops, I won't be able to protect you.
It's precisely because of this attack that we're here. Governor Burren sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
I must go. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but I can't let you in. For safety reasons, people from Thélème...
Yes, of course.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe of the Merchant Congregation has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who until now presented himself as the congregation's legate may soon lose his position. Indeed, he is believed to have lied about his lineage and doubt has now been cast upon his titles of nobility. It is also rumored that he is engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified, you will treat him with the utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, a new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
This situation is regrettable, but hardly surprising. I cannot deny that our dealings with the legate have often been wrought with a lack of elementary diplomacy, and what you are telling me merely confirms my suspicions. But look, here he is. Sir, in light of what I've just heard, you are not welcome here. At the very least, until these allegations are confirmed.
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this mess. How will we discover where those documents are now?
I must admit, it was humiliating. But now, we can give her a taste of our own medicine. I say we follow her, and once we discover her lair, finding those incriminating documents shouldn't be a problem.
Rotten luck. Let's check the note she left with the merchant. We might find out where she's hiding.
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
Let's hide. We might let slip the location of the documents. Then we'll know where to find them.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well?
The meeting went very well. The governor was so incensed by what I told him that when the legate arrived unannounced, he was immediately thrown out. It seems that our representative on the island has not found favor with the other governors. It was about time our mistress intervened. However, the legate's presence is problematic. I did not expect him here so soon. Special care must be taken to better hide our documents. If they search the old farm under the cliff, he or his comrades could well find them. Tomorrow morning, we must move them to a safer hiding place. In the meantime, we must rest.
As you command, Ambassador.
Damn it! It was a trap.
Then let's go! Things are about to get
some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you. It appears that the De Vesps sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
I can only imagine the heap of garbage it must contain. I hope you know me well enough not to take that filth seriously.
This is just further proof of their deceit, and the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men. We may find something useful.
According to this letter, the chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the Devesp. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
If we get it back before the merchant sends it off, everything will be fine.
Hello. Are you Valens?
Indeed. What can I do for your lordship? Are you looking for tools for your work? I have a large range of tools. Everything you need for mining or timber harvesting.
I have no interest in your goods. I have been sent by Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe. She asked me to recover a chest you have in your keeping.
Of course, of course. It's stuffed between my goods in the street just behind us. I hope you tell your mistress that I obeyed her orders.
Do not worry. She will be told.